Hey, pro nerds, it's Iggy here at the Front Range Film Festival in Longmont, Colorado, and I'm here with Lauryn and Devynn Ritchie, and they just made a film that I particularly am fond of. It's called Rebel, the subtitle.
Revival of
the Order. Right. Awesome. We're just gonna roll with it this time because we've already you haven't seen. We already had to do a second take because it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. But anyways, let's talk your film. First of all, is this the first film festival that film's shown at, or have y'all shown?
Yeah, that's basically the premiere for that film.
That was the premiere.
Yeah.
Like it's not. You can't find it online or anything.
Well, you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm lying.
We'll still call it the. It was the festival premiere.
Exactly.
So premiere is still appropriate, right? Well, tell us a little bit about the film so they can know why I'm so excited about it.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically a Star Wars fan film, and we really created the series. It's the second one in the series. We created the series because we wanted to place women in places that we don't typically see them. So in our first film, we had a Sith and a Jedi who were both women, and then in our second film, we had more who were women. And that was really the reason we kind of made it in the first place, is because fan films usually don't have women as their leads.
No, we say it all the time. I'm the Project Nerd, and I'm the stereotype nerd. It's a white guy with a red beard. That's what they are. I mean, there was white guys with red beards at your table. Like, I'm just saying. Like, it's so I get it. So kudos, first of all. But it led me to another question. What do you think? How do you feel Lucasfilm and Star Wars as a whole has done for the women lead there, especially on the, I'd say less the Sith side, but more the rebel side.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest with us.
I feel like they're doing a good job it's getting better. I think we, like, as a society, we always just have more progress we can make, but I think they're getting there, with their leads in the last series.
Right. I mean, it's a solid answer. Solid answer for sure. So you said this is the second one. What was the first one?
The first one was a couple of rebel pilots trying to escape a planet, and one of them, me, dies.
Oh,
and
is that why you're not in this one?
Yep, that is why. Well, I am. I'm the Sith Lord.
Okay. This is why you're a little hidden.
Yes, so...
Yeah, so basically we had these two pilots who crash landed. One of them died, and then we had our Sith and our Jedi go at it, and in the end, our pilot finds out she has a hidden connection to the Force that she didn't previously know about, and that's how she wins the fight and escapes. And so that's where the second film kind of picks up, is with her seeking out that training to try to figure out how to use the Force to her
Second
advantage.
one makes a lot more sense now. I mean, it made sense in a standalone, but now I get it. But I'm curious. So I was just talking to another filmmaker, Owen, who we were literally up here bragging about the special effects in y'all's film, like seriously. So it's impressive.
Thank you.
Like who did the special effects for it?
You
did
them?
Yes. Awesome.
I just used After Effects and taught myself.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible for self-taught.
I will also say she's not like a visual effects person or an editor. I basically just asked her to do it, and she figured it out really quickly and awesomely and did amazing.
I may have pulled some hair out in the process, but
that's fair. That's fair. I've done that a lot, and then so just be careful before you go too far with it. But no, it's impressive. So because for the people that haven't seen it yet, you have lightsabers. Like, not just. I mean, they're not just there. They like do what they do in the movies, right? And then you had the bot or the little robot that you're training with there too. I think. The whole opening panning too of Earth and everything, and even the more practical special effects were very impressive. So I just wanted to, we were seriously getting excited about it. He can vouch for me back there behind the camera. So I just wanted to ask and say kudos for that. So pretty great job.
We had a lot of people who worked on the sabers, and then we had a props guy. He made the lightsabers and that bot, and so we got our custom lightsabers and our custom bot to use.
Those are custom sabers?
Yeah.
They were. I was going to ask where the sabers were from.
They were made from scratch by
Really?
Alex Prast. He's also the guy who played Master Clearstreet in the film. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Were they inspired? Were the hilts inspired by anything? Like, I could tell they had like colorways that were kind of inspired, but
Yeah, he put a lot of thought into thinking through like when in the Star Wars timeline our film would take place and how we realistically would have like found supplies to like be able to assemble our lightsabers. And he kind of wanted the Siths to look more like made, professionally, and ours to kind of look more scrappy and like slapped together. He put a lot of detail into those sabers. It was really awesome.
I love talking to fellow nerds. I seriously like just nerding out about this stuff, the timelines and everything like that. All right, so what's y'all's favorite? I don't want to say movie because obviously we have a lot of series now to choose from too. What's your favorite Star Wars thing so far?
I actually really like the last trilogy. I am a huge fan of Rey, so
Okay.
I have to like it.
My daughter is a huge Rey fan as well. Yes.
Yeah. I have to copy the same answer. And part of it is the, women lead. It was just so exciting for me, a person who grew up on the films, to see a woman as like the lead. That was so exciting. So I love her and I love that series.
Right. I know the interview's about y'all, but I'm going to answer too. Rogue One. I think Rogue One might have been, it blew me away when it came out. It was just such a well done movie. However, I will say after meeting Rian Johnson and talking to him, The Last Jedi kind of took a whole new meaning to me after getting to hear about it and how much he was excited and passionate about it, that one ended up finding a special place in my heart as well too. So, and I know there's the new one. Okay, see, now I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna have to do a whole Star Wars episode. I know the new trilogy gets a lot of crap, but the characters are really good.
Yeah.
They're really good characters too. So I really think Adam Driver is phenomenal too.
Oh,
And
gosh,
yeah,
yes.
I mean Adam Driver and everything though, but I don't know. Anyways, Rogue One was my answer before I rambled on for 20 different things there. But obviously, as we've talked about, I can get really excited about Star Wars. So you mentioned 2 films now, and we didn't get the name of the first film. What's the name of the first one?
Very simply, Rebel.
Rebel.
Yes.
So then this one's so what's next?
That is the end of the Rebel series.
Okay.
We were going to make 3, but just logistically it didn't happen. We've got another film in the works called Dissension,
Okay.
which is an original post-apocalyptic survival film.
Post-apocalyptic's good as well. Is that going to be feature or short?
Short.
Short. All right. And have y'all started on it already? Or
Yeah, we actually filmed it at the same time that we filmed Revival of the Order, and then we edited Revival first, and then now we're working on post for Dissension.
Awesome.
Like, we filmed Dissension for 3 days, and then a month later, with the same crew, we filmed Rebel for 3 days. So
Right.
they really toughed it out.
Yeah. That's impressive to take 2 movies. Hey, you might as well though if you got both of them ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you'd be like, hey, by the way, since you're helping with this one, can I have you can I have you work on this one too?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So downstairs, so we didn't tell this crowd this, but we asked some questions downstairs, and I thought there was a really good answer about permits and working
Yes.
in national parks. So somebody asked about location. Y'all shot obviously in national parks.
Yes.
Permits, but it kind of sounded funny there at the end, like you guys had to pay and then it changed later. So I want to hear some of that story.
Yeah, so when we shot the first Rebel, we shot in the sand dunes here in Colorado, and we had to pay for a permit, and it was rather pricey for an indie film.
It was the biggest part of our budget.
Really?
Yeah. And we were there for 2 days, so we shot like 16-hour days to get it done in 2 days, so we wouldn't have to pay for an extra day. And then like 2 months later, the laws changed, so now they can't charge you to use like public lands. You still have to get a permit. I believe the rules, now I'm getting like very logistical here. I believe the rules are actually if you have more than 5 people on your crew or you have more gear than you can pick up at one time for some reason, you need to actually get a permit, but you don't have to pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is not legal advice.
This is not
Yes.
We are not lawyers. Nobody is giving you legal advice. I just think it probably led to more hair pulling out that you paid all that, which was the biggest part of your budget, and then 2 months later it changed, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it sucked, but also at the same time, we were so glad because we went into the second one
Right.
fully expecting to have to pay for a permit, and then we Googled it, and we were like, oh, what do you know?
That's actually
We just
great.
saved so much money.
Look at that. Glass half full, glass half empty, clearly. But anyways.
And luckily, we knew that the laws had changed way later than 2 months. So
Really?
Yes.
we weren't pulling our
So it
hair
wasn't
out.
okay. So it wasn't
It
as
wasn't
fresh
so
of a
difficult.
wound.
Right.
All right. Perfect. Awesome. So 2 Rebel films. Where, and you said they're online. Where can our fans find your films?
So the easiest way to find us is on Instagram at Rebel Short Film. We also do have a YouTube channel under Bird's Eye. If you search Bird's Eye Star Wars, it'll probably come up.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you both. It was awesome. I got the Star Wars nerd out at the Front Range Film Festival. For all of y'all, make sure you check that out. It was Bird's Eye Star Wars on YouTube or Rebel Fan Film.
Rebel Short Film.
Rebel Short Film. See, don't listen to me. Read what's probably below this because Ryan will have made sure we got it right. So anyways, while you're reading what's below us, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications if you haven't already to check out all the great coverage from not only the Front Range Film Festival, but all the awesome events we're doing across the country all year long. And be ready to celebrate 10 years with Project Nerd as we got some huge announcements coming up. But that's it for this interview, guys. Catch you next time.